What is up, everybody? Happy Monday. Welcome to Unboxed Thoughts, Season 2, Episode 1. Guys, I have missed you guys. Did you guys like the new video? I hope you guys liked it. There was a lot of thought process and finagling on both sides, so I hope you guys appreciated it. I liked it. It fired me up. Yeah. So, guys, I missed you guys. It's been 2 weeks. 2 weeks since we aired our last episode. And I honestly got to say, the outgoing support that everybody's shown coming into Season 2 has been absolutely amazing. I deeply appreciate it from all you guys. I didn't want to come right back into season. I didn't want to come into Season 2 right off the rip, off of just coming off of Season 1. I thought that it would give that leeway. You know what I mean? It would give me that relaxation time. You know, we can come back fresh. You know, can everybody hear me, by the way? I just want to make sure everybody can hear me. The test sounded good. So guys, in the last 2 weeks, we have heard some shit going on. All right, when I mean some shit going on, there's some school shootings that's going on, threatening these schools. And I don't know if you guys caught me on, I think it was The Way We See It. All right, we touched on the subject a little bit. On first we talked about the gunfire, and then we started talking about that particular person's background, that particular person's history. with the school. You know, I can't help but think that no matter the wrong or right that that person did that day, I honestly think if you look at all this statistics, I happen to think that that girl was telling a story about a particular event at a particular place that happened to her. And I mention this because we come on this show all the time and we talk about people's mental health and you know overcoming addiction and all this stuff. But when I see those type of events come into play, I stop and think. And it's like, am I odd for thinking this? Am I weird for thinking the way that my thought process is on this? Like, yeah, it's horrible what happened. But what about that particular person who went and did the shooting that day? What trauma did this individual go through in that school in order to go through something like that? And I think we talked about a little bit that it was said that she went to the school there and I think we elaborated on the fact that this particular individual was in crisis and need of help at one point in time where everybody turned their back on her. And then this one day she went to that last resort. We talk about all the time when you're in a state of crisis, right? We talk about reach out to somebody, talk to them, you know, let somebody know what's going on, that way they can, try to help you, talk to you, try to get you help, whatever the case is, right? And this individual went to the higher ups to the school as a last resort, as a last uh, a last resort for her resources, and they basically turned her down. You know, I could not think of where my mentality would have ended up had I not, reached out to my sister in my time of crisis, had I not reached out to my mother. Um, I've talked to you guys about that, and I know already, we talk about all the time, nobody knows you better than yourself. I know me better than myself. I know when I get in my little temper tantrums, rage fits, whatever the hell you want to call it, I go off the deep end. I take things beyond to where they need to go. I know this. I've come to terms with this. And there's nothing I can do. There's nothing nobody else can do about it unless if I start with me. That's one of the things where I've had to work with a lot over the last few years. And it's not easy. And then when I think of this, I start thinking about my father. Do you see where I'm going with this, guys? This is my thought process of when a particular event happens. It catches my eye. I start overthinking, as people call it, about particular things, and my mind just drifts. Because as I'm thinking about this girl, I start thinking about my situation, and then from there, I start thinking about my father's situation before my father passed away. Because I've told you guys, my father was a bipolar schizophrenic. You know, he was just in his own little world. And I think about that last night that I seen him. I've told you guys this. Where he showed up and he was all high on crack, and him and his buddy, they were both drinking on top of it. My father driving this friggin' soccer mom minivan, pulling into the old Store 24 parking lot. I was in medical school at the time, going for my medical assistant and phlebotomy certifications at Salter School when it was open. And, he knew this. And when he was on his way there, I guess he had his buddy's cell phone or something. Somebody driving under the influence of crack, drinking, no license, while on the phone, talking to me. Go figure. And he's like, I got a brand new blood pressure cuff for you. He's like, I need you to test it out. I need you to check Gary out. I'm like, all right, man. Whatever. So they show up. My dad pulls into the parking lot, and his buddy's in the back seat. Comes around and he's got, yeah, check him out. Dude, see what's going on with him. And I'm looking at this guy already, and this guy is sweating bullets. Right? And I looked right at my father, and I looked at him, and I said, there's nothing I can do, bro. Like, he needs to go to the hospital. He needs to get checked out. He might be fucking overdosing or some bullshit like that. You know what I mean? And, you're just sending me in the van, coming to see me, bring us out to the hospital. Where you guys came from, over on Charlotte Street. Charlton's right around the corner. And you guys drove all the way from that area across the city to come and have me check him out. But there's nothing I can do. He needs to go to the hospital. And then that led to the whole fucking fiasco with me and my father. Him telling me, that I just don't care because I just don't want to deal with it. And mind you, my father was fucking, he was out of his goddamn tree that night. And, I was actually just talking to my stepdad about this yesterday because he was talking about, going to see my grandmother for Easter, go see her grave and visit her and stuff. And he was just talking about her funeral and stuff. And, we started talking about my father's. And I started, telling this part of it where, like, it's crazy because I ended up literally telling my father, you're a fucking worthless piece of shit. You know what I mean? Fucking, I don't want nothing to do with you. You're never going to be around when I get married. You're never going to be around when I have fucking kids. Like, you're never going to see your grandkids. And next thing you know, I told him, get the fuck out of here. I turn around and start walking up the street back towards my house. He didn't end up bringing his friend to the hospital. They ended up going right back to the friend's house. And then somewhere along the line, my father went on a little fucking rendezvous because the group home that he was staying at ended up calling me, telling me that he missed his 10 o'clock curfew. And I was like, well, I said he was just here, maybe about 20 minutes, half hour, take. And I said, all right, well, we're going to give him till 10:30 and, that's it. 10:35 rolls around, they call me again. He's still not there. Well, to my understanding, he was still over at his buddy's house, doing whatever the hell they were doing. So, and about, I don't know, 5-6 hours later. No, it was like 8 hours later. I'm sorry. Like 8 hours later, I got a phone call from a Detective McDonald with the Fall River Police Department. He was letting me know, well, he was asking me, is this Nicholas Parsons? I was like, yeah. He's like, do you live on Digga Street? Or I said, yeah. He's like, okay. He's like, I need you to stay right there. Okay. Next thing you know, me and my mother go out to the balcony, have a cigarette. We see these two unmarked Ford Fusions pull up in front of the house. And my mother just looks at me. She's got a cigarette in her mouth. Nicholas, you sure you didn't do nothing? And I'm like, Ma. I said, what did I ever tell you? I said, if the cops ever come knocking on the door for me or asking for me, I said, it's not for me. It says it's for Jack. Well, wouldn't you know? The cops come up the stairs. I open the door. I welcome them in. And I said, please, gentlemen, have a seat. And they said, no, Mr. Parsons, you're the one that needs to take a seat. And I said, okay, what's going on? They said, you know a Jackie Ray Parsons? I said, yeah. I said, that's my father. That's when they had turned around to me and said that his doctor had found him on the bottom stairwell of the basement door, frozen to the door, as if like he was trying to break into the basement, Home Alone style. He was trying to break into the basement of his doctor's office. According to the cops, they had told me that he was already frozen by the time his doctor had found him. It was one of the biggest things that I had to get over as far as accepting that no matter what I did, no matter what I said, it wouldn't have changed the outcome. What it would have done, this is what I come to terms with, because I talk about all the time, had I not said that stuff to my father, maybe he'd still be here. Maybe if I reached out and get him help, he would still be here. The things that I said to him came true. I told him he would never see my wedding day. I told him that he would never see my kids. Granted, I've never gotten married, but I was with the girl long enough, and I had 3 kids with her. Never got to meet them. And then this is what I've come to terms with. It would have been like having a heart attack. Right? It would have been like having a severe heart attack. And then saying, we can save you by putting a pacemaker in you. But by us putting that pacemaker in you, there's no telling how long you're going to last because your heart is that bad. So my point in this is, even if I could have saved my father that day, he was just so set in his ways. He had that mindset already that he would have been right back to doing what he just got saved from. That's what I've come to terms with. I know I've talked about this slightly before, but it's good to elaborate more on things that I said. We covered a lot on season 1, and I took a lot of time to go back and literally rewatch every episode, and it's like shit. It's like, anybody else have that feeling when you hear yourself talk? It's severely fucking annoying. It's just like calling your best friend and it's just like, okay, he's not picking up with the rings. And then you hang up right before I get the voicemail. And then he's calling you up like 10 minutes later or whatever. Hey, seen you called. You didn't even leave a voicemail. He's like, yeah, bro. I feel my voice is annoying on recording, so I wasn't going to put you through that type of thing. You know what I mean? At least I knew you'd look at your phone and like see that my number wasn't there. I tried calling you. But, yeah, wow. It's like 5-6 minutes away from my first break already, almost. But, yeah, guys, and this is my thought process on all this. That it started with the girl with the school shooting, to start dwelling about my own life events and how things could have turned out had I not pulled my head out of my ass. And I tell you guys all the time, am I still where I want to be? No. Far from it. Far from it. But as long as I can go back and say, was I better today than I was yesterday? Maybe all the time that doesn't happen. Maybe today was worse than yesterday. And you just think, tomorrow will be a better day. And I talk about taking a self-inventory on yourselves, guys. It's all about weighing out the negatives and positives within ourselves, right? And this is how I do mine. As long as I know from this day forward, I'm waking up clean, waking up sober. I'm breathing. I'm going about my day. as long as my positives outweigh my negatives, that's all I really look for, man. It's not that simple. It's uh it's one of those things. It's a lot easier said than done. But over the years, guys, I've had a lot of alone time. A lot of alone time. And it's almost like that saying, make your moves in silence type deal. I mean, make your moves in silence. So when your haters or your critics or those people who are, you know, completely against you are out there saying, he's out there just doing whatever, Roman. No, I'm not. I'm studying. I'm watching. I'm paying attention. Whether if it's a particular podcast that I like and it catches my ear because of the things that they're speaking of their own personal life, you know, uh, hits home to me. I could be sitting on the couch. I could look like I'm just sitting there having my coffee, watches whatever on the tube, but my mind is going faster than the speed of light. Like, my brain just goes and goes and goes, especially when we hit a topic like we're talking about today, the school shooting, how it led up from freaking one thought to another, how it triggered something in my mind. It's like, oh shit. Like, could that have been me? Could that have been me to just hit this breaking point mentally one day and then just literally just fucking go off? And I mean, I know my mentality. My mentality is like, I wouldn't, if I were to go off the deep end like that, it's not like I would target a school or something like that. Because, but it's almost like, a boss that's mistreated you so many times, you know, especially when like people like us, you know what I mean? It's like we're starting all over again, right? So it's like, whereas to before, we wouldn't take no shit. But how many of us go to work after getting out of jail, after getting out of rehab, and we're over here trying to, commit to society and do the right thing, and it's just like because of an asshole employer knows your background, can use that against you, and then just treats you like dog shit every day. And you know what? That motherfucker knows he's got you. Why? Because ain't nobody gonna take you. He's gonna think he's doing God's work by giving you a fucking job. And the day you laid into that asshole and let him know about the way he's disrespecting you and all this other bullshit, he's gonna play victim and make you look like the bad guy. Oh, I gave you a job when you came out of jail or rehab or out of the fucking trenches. You fucking had nothing, you dirty bastard. And you're gonna fucking talk to me like that? Well, guess what, motherfucker? You started it. I'm out here trying to do the right thing. I'm trying to pay bills. I'm like a normal person. I'm trying not to go out on the street and fucking hustle drugs or freaking pimp women or whatever the hell people do nowadays. You know, like it's nuts. It's fucking crazy. You know, and you know, just because I thought about it, do you know when you're all watching the news? I think I caught this. I think it was the last episode of Unboxed Thoughts that we aired. And it was because I looked at the television and I was like, shit, if I didn't have this last episode planned, this is what we were going to be fucking talking about that particular day. And, oh shit, I just had a brain fog. I just had a brain fog, guys. Seen a squirrel. Wow, I forgot what it was. Anyway, but yeah, you know, we get out, we try to commit, and you know, we got people treating us like dog shit, dude. You know what I mean? And that's not right. You know, it's like we get out to try and change our ways so we're not doing the things that we were doing. And now all of a sudden, as we're trying, yep, had a squirrel, Steph. You know why? It's because I see the chat going crazy now. And I, instead of just going with what I was saying, I looked over at the chat. But yeah, it's just nuts, man. I don't think you should get fed with golden spoon when you're trying to get back into normalcy of society either, though. No, absolutely right. Justin Pierre, yeah, you're absolutely right. You know what I mean? But, you know, like I talk about, all right, everything is within different perspectives, right? You got to look at different situations differently. So I'm just talking about, you know, that regular Joe Schmo that's just trying to go out and do the right thing. You know, shows up early every day, last one to leave. He's trying to adapt to his surroundings, and then, you know, he just gets completely shit on. Like that type of person. You know what I mean? Because trust me, bro, I get where you're coming from. Kind of like the golden spoon, and trust me, dude, I've seen dudes that walk out of jail or out of rehab and just think because they did their time, they think they fucking, you know, the world owes them something, or they God's gift to the world. I say that shit all the time. I always say that people like me and other people like me or worse than me, the world doesn't owe us shit. It's us who need to get back to the world, because we've taken enough already and then some. I stress that fact all the time. It's on like one of those topics where like fucking, you know, there's that one asshole in every crowd type deal. You know, with like fucking, there's always going to be that, you know, those few assholes that ruin it for everybody else type deal. Something like that. You're a very strong person, Nick, and I am so proud of you. Thanks, Alyssa. Guys, I'll get to the comments after. We're actually 5.5 minutes over our first break. So please just stay here. Get your coffee, snack, drink, whatever the case is, and I'll see you right after this. Welcome back in, guys. We're tuning in to Unboxed Thoughts, Season 2, Episode 1. Um, Coming out of the break, I just want to say I see this crowd is lit today. Uh, I appreciate everybody for being patient with the week off last week. I hope you guys enjoyed the show that me and Blaze did for you guys last week. I know it was something different. I love the feedback on it though, so I deeply appreciate every single one of you for that. Um, but you know, I know I ended up going into quite the rant there, and I didn't even ask the chat, guys. How was your Easter yesterday? What did everybody do? What did you guys eat? You know, me, I legitly kicked back all day yesterday. I chatted with a few friends. Um, I went live on TikTok. I hung out with some fabulous people over there. We got an amazing group over there. And then we finished off the night, had a clam boil. Uh, and it was probably the best thing that I've had for an Easter dinner in God knows how long. Uh, Not a lot of people, when I was telling people, they're like, oh, what are you having for Easter dinner? You know, because I know a couple of people this year who wanted to go outside the box and do different things. And I was like, dude, like my dad just laid it on me that we're having a clam boil for dinner, And he was like, oh, bro. He was like, that sounds so amazing. And then this other guy I know from Louisiana, he was like, what's a clam boil? What did he say? It wasn't a shrimp. I think it was like, we had crawfish. He's like, we have crawfish stew. I'm like, no. All right, that's different, And then, I talked to my boys for a few hours. Everybody knows that they're down in Florida and stuff like that. So I got to talk to them, hang out with them. It was a great chat. I always love talking to them. Um, it brings a smile to my face, and you know, uh, though I don't get to, I talk to them a good amount of time, but I don't talk to them as much as I want to. If that makes any sense to you guys, because they're like really horrible at keeping it charged. Their tablet, I got them tablets. That way, I don't have to keep, calling their mother's phone to talk to them or whatever the case is, and plus, I feel that gives her privacy, and I don't have to waste, her phone talking to her friends or whatever she does, So I got them tablets, and they're horrible at keeping them charged, absolutely horrible, and so luckily it was charged yesterday, so I got to FaceTime them, goof off, do what we do and stuff. Um, they talk about Daddy's talk show on the network, and they also find Daddy on TikTok. They're always looking at my videos and stuff like that. They're laughing at me, goofing off on me, oh, Daddy, why do you do that? It's hilarious. It's absolutely hilarious. But I cherish that time when I am able to have that amount of time to actually talk with them, and because they come home late as it is. They're in daycare down there, so they come home late. Next thing you know, because my kid's mother gets out of work late, so she picks them up from daycare at a late time. Next thing you know, it's dinner, bed, school the next day, maybe Fortnite for a little bit, whatever their schedule is. But yeah, that was my day yesterday, guys. Like I said, very laid back. For a Sunday, Easter Sunday, I basically did everything that a person could do, right? I had my time with my children, sat down and had a nice clam boil, with my parents and my little brother. You know, Austin don't eat clam boil. You know, he's a dairy freak, so it's usually noodles, pasta, some sort with mozzarella cheese on it. You know, his own little concoctions, but whatever. But it was nice. I enjoyed my Easter very much. And I kept calling it Thanksgiving yesterday. I don't know why. I couldn't get Thanksgiving out of my head. I'm over here waiting for this warm weather to hit us, and I'm over here talking about Thanksgiving, which is just getting ready to hit winter. Let me hit this chat real quick. Blazeman said that we've got some extra time today. So, want to come in here, see what's going on with you guys. Alyssa says, hey girl, welcome back. Good to see you. Guys, that's another thing I want to talk about with these last 2 weeks. Okay? I'm going to let you guys in on a little secret now that we're all here. Okay? Not only did I not want to finish episode 20 of episode 1 and go right into another season, but not only did I feel like kick back and relax, but guys, that show we did on Monday was such a banger, had so much fun, killed it. And I think as the time went on, I think I was really getting some type of excitement. Yeah, I don't think it was so much that I didn't want to do unboxed thoughts. I think it was like, hey, let's just do something laid back and crazy, and you know, just blow some time off the podcast and do something crazy. Because guess what, guys, we had three amazing shows hit the network last week. That was another thing I got to experience. All right, that was another reason why I took that time off, because I got to see two phenomenal people that I've got to meet. And these individuals are just so fascinating that I've literally got to watch still to this day one particular person evolve into a hide the camera to doing her own lives. She's showing her face more. She's talking more. She's going outside her comfort zone a lot more. She has her own show now here on the network. My Voice is My Power with Alyssa Tharp. Guys, if this is not going to be a beautiful story, I don't know what is. And she's only aired one episode. That's it. And I was already fascinated. So, Alyssa, I just want to give you a shout out. I want to say congratulations for coming into the network, for knocking your first episode out of the park. Girl, I watched it from start to finish like you knew I would, and you made me so proud. I hope you made yourself proud. That's where it all starts. All right, I hope at the end of the day, you feel like you were proud, because I know every time when Blazeman puts up in the private chat, hey, 3 minutes, kid, or 5 minutes, whatever the case is, I know the second I get up, I need to have this feeling inside my chest and inside my stomach. Like, we fucking rocked it today. Because I cannot tell you how many times, well, actually, not, I think it's happened maybe like 3 or 4 times out of the 20 that we aired, that I've gotten up and, I tell Blaze, or I talk to my good friend Jerry, who's JJ Souza. I think he's still in the chat today. I would talk to him, and I'd be like, I don't fucking feel right. Like, I don't have that feeling. And 2 of these episodes, I went overtime. I've gone over the hour, so I had that extra time to try and get that feeling, and never happened. So, going back to you, Alyssa, congratulations, girl. And then we had Coach, Mr. Robert Fields. He's here in the chat today. What's up, Robert? He's on Wednesday nights with the Coach's Corner. If you guys did not catch that episode of Unboxed Thoughts, go check that shit out. If you thought that episode couldn't get any more crazier after that episode, think again. Because he's right here on the network with his own show, Coach's Corner, live every Wednesday night, 7 to 8, telling you guys more of his story. And Robert, man, I give you a huge shout out, brother. Want to know why I give you a huge shout out? Your first show, dealing with those technical difficulties that we all go through. It happens when we're live, dude. You know what I mean? It happens, bro. You know what I mean? And I seen you pushing, bro, but you pushed. Knocked it out of the park. You know, I was with you every step of the way, brother. Every step of the way. And I'm so happy and I'm so proud of you for how you carried on with, like I said, it was your first show, bro. You must have had a lot of adrenaline running through you already. Never mind, like, all right, it's showtime. And then next thing you know, it's just like crash and burn all over you. No sound, no this, that, and the other thing. And you're like, am I going to put this? You did it like a champ, bro. You did it like a champion, like a professional. And I am absolutely amazed by it. Congratulations, Coach, on your first episode. And I cannot wait for this Wednesday with your special guest that you have on. I need to hear more. You also had Barco doing his show this week. I forgot the name of his show. I didn't, honestly, it took me for a loop when I seen it air after Alyssa. I was like, whoa, well, okay, we're going to get Farco after Alyssa. That's cool, but, he's another one. Really funny guy. You guys really need to have a sense of humor when you see that guy and, really listen to him. And also, you got Politicking with Mr. B. He's also on Wednesday nights. He's a really good dude. I like Mr. B. I like his intensity. I like his little bell ringing, and of course you got the almighty Justin Vieira over there with the side draft on Fridays. Another one, fucking killer show. Guys, don't be surprised if you see me hounding every Tom, Dick, and Harry from here to the backwoods of Swansea to the freaking forests of Westport looking for somebody to be like, yo, that car just sitting there, bro. Let me pick that up for $200. I'm just going to go drive it to smash it up anyway. I'd be like, Justin, Rob, Junior, let's fucking do this. I'm going to smash this fucking thing. I'm going to go smash this fucking car. I only paid $200 for it, brother. And on top of all that, guys, all right, I think we've seen something magical and something really good come out of last Monday's episode with me and Blaze Man. For you guys who had caught it, I just thought it was a great time. I say all the time, I don't have a co-host on this show. I do it on my own. I like it. We all know I'm very particular on how it goes. If I'm going to screw up, it's going to be on my own dime. I don't need to worry about anybody else. But that one show, man, we just clicked. So I'm going to lay some news on you guys. Me and Blaze, man, sat back and chatted over the weekend. And what we are going to do is we're coming with a brand new show to the network. Probably going to happen on Wednesday nights. And it's going to be called the Louie and Ernest Show. Yeah. It's going to be like legit, like fucking comedy skit type deals, freaking, completely different from Unboxed Thoughts. We'll probably be, listening to music, talking about this, that, and the other thing. Completely different from Unboxed Thoughts. It's going to be completely different from what he does with the guys on the way we see it. You know what I mean? And I think it's honestly great, dude. You know what I mean? It's almost like when Chad Gray left Mudvayne and Vinnie Paul was already out of Pantera, just sitting home. And then they found each other, and then, here came Hell Yeah, supergroup. Yeah. So it's like Unboxed Thoughts and the way we see it. Fucking match them together. What do you get? One fucked up show. It's gonna be one fucked up show. But it's gonna be awesome. I'm excited about it. Let me get back to this chat real quick. Let's get it. Hello, everyone. What up, Coach? Thank you for watching, my guy. I appreciate you so much. Alyssa says, hey. Marcy says, cheers. Best pump, Marcy. Cheers, girl. Missed you. Thank you for coming back. We got Mom in the house, as always. Hello and good evening, everybody. Hello, Mother. What you doing? What are you watching on TV? Alyssa said she loved it. Awesome. That was referring to the video, I take it. Junior says, let's fucking go. Let's fucking go, dude. We're here. It's Monday. Who out there likes Mondays? Which one of you guys out there like fucking Mondays? Probably all you guys going to be like, I don't like Mondays. Fucking love Mondays. I say that all the time. Not just because it's show day time or showtime day. Yeah, that. But it's because Monday sets the tone for the rest of your week, man. Don't you think everybody would like to have billions and millions of dollars floating around where they can just sit home and go golf, freaking drive race cars all day? Nah, man, you gotta work for that shit, man. So you enjoy your fucking 2 days. Monday, go back to the fucking grind and earn your shit for the next weekend. That's what's up, dude. That's what's up. Fucking love it. Fucking love it. All right, everybody was saying that sounded clear. You haven't changed since camp, said Aaron. No, I really have not, right? And that's one of the things that I take pride in myself. Like, hey, not bad, right? For somebody who beat their body into the fucking ground. I'm blessed. I'm blessed to feel as good as I do most days. To look as good as I do. I'm young. I mean, I only got a few hairs, gray hairs up in this bitch. But we're good. We're fine. Thanks for coming, Aaron. Aaron, guys, watches from Alaska. Just want to let you guys know that. Aaron watches from Alaska. Steph, I know I seen Steph somewhere in the chat. She's from Germany. I just seen her. Where is she? Oh, my. Dorothy Talkloff. My Aunt Dottie. How are you, sweetheart? Thank you for coming in. Welcome to the show. Guys, that's my Aunt Dottie in there in the chat. Everybody say hi to her. She's an absolute sweetheart. I'm sorry about your dad, hon. Thank you, Alyssa. Just one of those things, I cherish it. And I'll always tell you guys, every single time, to come and do this show on a weekly basis. Not every show is easy, guys. It's really not. You guys have seen it. You've been here with me. We've been going through it together for 20 shows, getting ready for 21. Right? Season 2, episode 1 at that. It's been a hell of a ride, guys, and there's still a lot more coming. Justin Vieira says, the face of FFN Radio. No. You guys are the face of FFN Radio. You, Justin, you, Cassie, Dottie, Marcy, Kim, Stephanie, Darkwolf, Alyssa, Justin, Cassie, Jerry, Blazeman, Coach, everybody in the chat. You're all the face of this network, because if you guys wouldn't make me feel, I say it all the time, and I thank you guys for it. You don't know the fucking adrenaline you guys give me in order to come here, say half the shit that I do, and make me feel fucking comfortable. So for me to be able to tell you guys these things, you guys have to make me feel some type of way in return, right? Not that I ask for anything in return. But you guys do it because you see something in me. I do it because I see something in you guys. That's the genuine part. That's the authenticity of the show. Right? So it's you guys. Because I know at any given day, like, I'd be there for you guys. And some of you motherfuckers out there are probably waiting just to pick up your phone and be like, it's Nick. Nick's calling. He finally needs something. Hi, Nick. Oh, no. Get out of here. I have those days. And I know some of you guys think I don't. And then there's other of you guys who probably think, I can't wait for the day he fucking calls me. I'm going to be like, I knew it. Just because I do this show, bro. This is my therapy. I say it all the time. Me doing this show does not mean I am any better than anybody. I do this show because I'm somebody that's still in pain, dealing with pain. And this is how I express it. And you guys give me that comfortability. The network gave me a chance into the platform. Jerry pointed me in the direction of the network to get the whole ball rolling on here. I don't forget. And I won't forget. Robert says, it's all about the process, my friend. Yeah, it is. Fallon's in the house. Hey, girl. Thank you for stopping in. Junior says, Nick, you're a great person. Don't let anyone else tell you different. Oh, dude, I know. They can tell me different all they want. But, I say, like I just said it before, I'm not the best person in the world. I'm not even where I want to be in my own personal life. But as long as I can go back and say, I'm not where I was 6 years ago, or I'm not, going through that rough patch of time, then it's a victory. It's a victory. Of course I'm going to have my bad fucking days. I'm human. I'm human. Junior also says, you're like a brother to me. You're like a brother to me too. The relationships I've been able to form with you guys, it's been absolutely amazing. And I wouldn't change it for the world. I really wouldn't. I want you all to know that. Jerry says, you can't change the best, but what you can do is start a new chapter. Absolutely, man. That's just like, going going through, you go through a tragic time. It's like it doesn't have to stop there. That's just the end of one chapter. Get your blank piece of paper, start writing the next. Alyssa says, you're a very person, Nick. I am so proud of you. Thank you. You are too, Alyssa. And like I said, being able to sit back and watch you do your thing now to see how you evolved, it's stunning. This is the stuff that I look forward to because I'm watching somebody evolve in front of my eyes. And it's a beautiful thing. Justin said, I don't think you should get... Oh, I answered that one already. I got you, Justin. I got you, buddy. I agree. Alyssa also says, you're a very strong person, Nick. Oh, all right, she fixed it. You are too, Alyssa. You have no idea. Stephanie with the squirrels. Yep, I did. Justin said, they treat everyone poorly, not just those who made mistakes with their life. That's the truth. As I said, I was elaborating on different situations because every situation is different. JJ Souza also says, I get that at work. Gillian says, hi, good evening, everyone. Hey, Ma. Alyssa, it was good. Mom made clam boil. Yes, she did. Stephanie said, you're amazing, Nick. No, you're absolutely amazing. You're part of what keeps this ball rolling, girl. Since day one, Steph. Steph watches from Germany, guys. Steph watches this show every Monday from Germany. She's almost like another mom I've never met. She always comes in, always shows support, always, showing some type of reaction to my social media posts. She's always checking in on me on my TikTok lives. She's almost like my social media mom, and it's great. I wouldn't have it any other way. Stradella, welcome in. Thank you for coming. I hope you enjoyed the show so far. Fallon said, we had a tri-tip carrots, mashed potatoes, and homemade bread. Yes, I remember when you were saying that you were making the bread. I was like, oh. I ended up running downstairs and getting me a Portuguese roll. JJ said, Nick, what has helped you reach some of your goals? My support system, man. My support system, first of all, it started with my self-drive. I already knew that, like when I went to rehab, once I, started getting through the withdrawals and everything, and I started coming back into my own, that's when I started thinking to myself, like, I don't want to be like this no more. I can't be like this no more. The thought was already in my mind before I went into rehab that I needed to get help. I just didn't know how to stop. I didn't know when would be the right time. I didn't understand, strike when the iron's hot type deal until, something hit me in the head and I'm like, the iron's never hot. Just go. It's never hot enough. So first it started off with my own mentality, wanting to actually go do the right thing, and start a new path in life and not keep going down. And then I reached out to my support system and I showed them how serious I was on wanting to put the work in to achieve my goals that I've been able to accomplish. And I'm still working on some of them goals still to this day. But guess what? The last 6 years, do I still have shit on that list? Yep. But guess what? Every so often, I get to walk up to that list, pull up my Shopee, and cross something off, dude. And that gives me a good feeling. Alyssa says, I'm so thankful for you and Blaze. We're thankful for you too. We really, really are. Fallon says, Alyssa, I'm so proud of you. Robert says, fire, with the hearts and the thank yous. Thank you, Cassie. Thank you, Steph. I appreciate you. Alyssa says, I'm crying. Yeah, it's some deep shit, man. It really is. I appreciate you. FFN Network is looking for a WWE type show. Please, private message Blazeman on the FFN Radio Network page. Email. Thanks, man. I just know how to battle with adversity. You got to, dude. You got to. You're not wrong. Robert also says, I hope I did. Thanks, everyone. Really means everything. Means a lot to me, dude, that not only could you come on my show, which was probably nerve-wracking as well, you know what I mean, and not only tell a portion of your story, but to get with Blaze and get your own show. And it's like, there's more? This is great. You know what I mean? It's almost as good as if like the assholes in Hollywood would actually do their fucking job and not get the asshole characters to play these awesome roles. You know what I mean? It's almost like you come on my show and it's like that movie, right? And then people look at you and they're like, oh man, I need to get more of Robert, man. Like, that wasn't enough, bro. Like, I gotta have more. And then all of a sudden, you see on social media, like a couple days later, spin-off show coming. Robert is not done telling his story. Coach will be doing his own podcast. Dude, that's fucking phenomenal. It's freaking great. Like, it's the actual him from the Unboxed episode show. Like, yeah, it's him. Doing his own? Yep. Yes. Think about it, guys. I like that. I'm telling you. Alyssa says, Nick, you're an inspiration on what you do and bring your voice out to help people. You help me every episode and on TikTok. It's all I want to do, man. That's what I think I was going to say before. I've said it all the time. If I have to be the example for people of what not to do, or if I can try to talk some sense into you, to not thinking a particular way, to try to get you to go a different route. And trust me, it's not easy. All right. It is not easy to deal with somebody dealing with addiction or any type of mental health illness. It's really not, because you don't know how they're going to react. You know, it's worse than a coin flip. It's not even like 50-50 with half these people nowadays. I mean, it's literally like 80-20 nowadays. It's like people are literally like, what does Aerosmith say? They're living on the edge. You know, like they don't have as much patience as they probably did before COVID and fucking whatever else. They're getting nuts. They're losing their fucking minds. If it's not here, it's there. It's fucking everywhere. You know, it's fucking crazy is that there's a lot of people out there who know what's going on, know it's an issue, no, and they don't do nothing about it. And we'll talk about that too going into further episodes. Let me get back to this chat. It'll piss me off. No one likes Mondays. No one likes Mondays. I love Mondays. But I love doing the show. Thanks, Blaze. I appreciate you, brother. I love doing the show too. Isn't it great, guys? Isn't this awesome? We all just fucking come here after taking 2 weeks off, see Alyssa's debut, Coach's debut. You know, you had two back-to-back days last week of me. You know, I gave you something special on Monday, and then Blaze Man asked me to come on the show on Tuesday. You know, so my vacation of not going on air or doing shows is spoiled. And it's okay. I wouldn't have it any other way. I've said it before. Love you guys. Absolutely love it. Hi, Mama Hubbard from Mom. You are kicking ass. So Jeff, hey, thank you, Mr. B. Host says, yes, they are. Hey, Dark Wolf. Catherine says, hey. JJ, what has helped you reach some of your goals? I think I read that one already. Oh, because you put it twice, I think. Jerry, if I didn't answer that question, let me know, please. Oh, hey, hon. Dark Wolf says, I'm sorry I'm late. I had technical difficulties. It's all right. You're here now. What do I always say? We're not late. We're early for the next time. Had a shirt like that. I bought it from Walmart. Teachers hated it when I wore it in school. But it's right. Between I'm not late, I'm early for the next time, and I'm not arguing. I'm just explaining why I'm right. Those were my two favorite shirts. And hi, guys. And Stephanie says, oh, Cassie says, saying hi to everybody. I love when you guys talk to each other, greet each other into the chat, you know, and that's another thing. Absolutely amazing. We've all adapted. Yeah, got 2 minutes. Got you 2 minutes. I was getting to the chat, guy. These people wanted their questions answered and to be recognized. They deserve to be recognized.
Don't start with me tonight, Nicholas. Don't start with me at all. 2 minutes.
It was already started, good sir. Finish it. Darkwolf also says, you're absolutely awesome, man, and don't dare you argue with me. No, I won't. And Junior also says, hello, everyone. Guys, thank you so much and sharing season 2, episode 1 with me. Cassie says, you guys are all awesome for what you're doing. It helps many, and it takes an extreme amount of strength to do what you do. It really does. But you know what? When I see the feedback and the outcome when it's all said and done, that's the type of thing that just drives me to want to come back on the next week. Yeah. Host says, stay here after the show, everyone. But thank you guys so much for coming back. This was the first episode of season 2. And I hope you all enjoyed it. This was absolutely fucking amazing. For 20 seconds. 20 seconds, let me see that chat light up. Everybody tapping in a reaction emote. Go. Everybody light it up. And with that being said, until next time, happy Monday, guys. Thank you for sharing this experience with me. And I love you all.